Hi, this is Bizworld with me, Farah, Nabilah, Wazer. The Malaysian economy is expected to grow stronger between 4 and 5% this year. Bank Negara Governor Dato' Sheikh Abdul Rashid Ghaffur said the growth will be driven by domestic demand and recovery in exports.
Investment activities will be lifted by new and ongoing multi-year projects by both the private and public sectors, as well as implementation of projects related to the national master plans that was announced last year. The external sector is expected to benefit from the rebound in global trade and technology upcycle, and higher tourist arrivals and spending will also provide additional impetus to our growth for this year.
In its annual report released today, the Governor said household spending, underpinned by higher income growth and continuous expansion in employment, will continue to drive domestic demand. He also noted that global trade is expected to bounce back from a mere 0.4% last year to between 2.9 and 4% this year. The expansion in economy will also lead to a higher current account surplus between 1.8% and 2.8% of GDP this year, an improvement from 1.2% of GDP last year. Sheikh added that headline inflation is expected to hover between 2 and 3.5% this year, taking into account the impact of subsidy rationalisation. The government could save up to 29 billion ringgit in fuel subsidies if a free float of RON95 and diesel is implemented. Hong Leong Investment Bank research said the pump price for RON95 and diesel are expected to increase by 64% and 61% respectively once the fuel subsidy is removed. The research firm said a fuel float move would help reduce the fiscal deficit from the targeted GDP of 4.3% to 2.8%, but put upward pressure on inflation. Given the absence of goods and services tax, subsidy reforms are now even more crucial if its 12th Malaysian Plan Mid-Term Review fiscal deficit target is to be achieved. As at March 20th, RON95 stood at RM2.05 per litre and diesel at RM2.15. According to the 2022 Auditors General's report, Putrajaya spent 55 billion ringgit on subsidy that year, with 82% came from petroleum products, mainly RON95 and diesel. MIDF research has maintained a positive stance on the property sector. This as it believes the sector's recovery will continue to drive new sales and earnings for property developers. It said the property price outlook in Malaysia is expected to remain positive due to healthy buying interest. Based on data from the National Property Information Centre, the house price index for Selangor showed an uptrend for the state, supported by resilient demand for property. The research house added that the property landscape for Selangor is improving, evidenced by its lower residential overhang. It also highlighted Puchong as a mature town in the Klang Valley, largely due to its proximity to KL city centre, which has attracted buying interests. Bursa Malaysia closed mixed today as investors shifted their attention to smaller cap stocks. At 5 p.m, the FBM KLCI declined 9.17 points to 1,535.79. Gainers matched losers at 509 counters each, while 485 were unchanged. According to Rakuten Research, the benchmark index remained in consolidation mode due to a correction following the recent prolonged rally. And that's all the time we have for Bizworld. I'm Farah, Nabilah, Wazer. Keep tuning in to TV3.